Hello everyone and a welcome if you are new here. My name is Claire. Welcome to my channel. We talk about all things makeup, throw a bit of true crime in there every now and again. We just love this type of thing. So today I thought I would do kind of a Valentine's Day look but on a budget. I've got this tub of makeup that I've not used yet and I bought some from Beauty Bay and Superdrug the other day. So I've got this box here of bits as well, and I've got some really affordable bits, so I thought I would try and do a full face of makeup but on a budget, because we're all on a budget at the moment. So I'm just gonna dive right into it. I'm gonna get some brows done. I'm gonna try and use as much new makeup as possible, but I know I haven't got a brow pencil in here, so I'm gonna get my affordable brow pencil. I'm gonna get my She Glam brow pencil, and then I'm gonna come back with my brows done and we're going to jump right into it. Okay, so that's the eyebrows done. My eyelids look really like orange for some reason. My skin is super dry, but we're just going to jump right into this. I hope you've got your coffee, your snacks, your wine, vodka, beer, whatever you want to drink. But it is quite cold today, so it's coffee. And we're going to jump right into it. So I'm going to carve out my brows and use a new concealer as a base, because I always think the real sign of a good concealer is if you can use it as a base on your eyelids. And I've got the Beauty Crop Vitamin Beige Full Coverage Vitamin Babe Full Coverage Concealer. Now I got this on Beauty Bay and it cost me £10, which is considered drugstore, but I still think it's a little bit kind of slightly pricey. But I love a bargain. I'm a bit tight, so and this says it is an oil-free concealer and it's formulated with advanced HydraFit technology which creates breathable, long-lasting, luminous matte coverage. My skin has been super dry, but I do find that if I use something a bit too oily under my eyes, it creases, so I'm really in like a catch-22 situation. So we're just gonna, I've taken the plastic off, but it's got one of those barcodes across it as well. I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand. I picked this up in the shade 5C. It's quite a thick consistency. The applicator is quite bendy as well, it's very soft. That is the applicator right there. And that is the concealer. So I'm going to just take this on one of my Louise flat brushes. I'm going to come back to that concealer again and use that on my under eye as well. And I'm just going to carve out my brows. Okay, that is a very thick consistency, but it's not like a massive coverage. It feels super dry as well, though. It is oil free, so I would expect it to feel, but it feels really dry. I'm not sure I'm going to like it on my under eye, but we'll give anything a go once. Okay, so while I was in Superdrug, I was looking at some bits and I got two bits from Studio London because it was buy one get one half price, and these were £5 each, but I only paid £7.50 for them. So this is a Dew You Setting Mist Lightweight Dewy Fix Mist and the Colour Icon eyeshadow palette in Bold Heat. Now I just thought this would be just a really nice, just everyday palette, especially for £5, and it's like that. Just take this packaging off. So some of these I suppose are first impressions and some aren't. My She Glam brow pencil, which is really running out. I love this stuff. I love this pencil. Do need another one. Love that. That's not first impression. But these are the colours right here. So I just thought I'd create like a really soft, no lashes or anything, just nice subtle Valentine's Day look. If you were just going out, like going local for some food or something, and yeah, just create a nice little look. So I'm going to go in with Radiant, which is this colour right here for a transition. Now this is very deep, so I'm going to go quite light with that. A very deep palette, deep coloured palette, because the transition might be a little bit too dark for me. So because my lids are quite hooded, I start kind of here, and I'm just going to very lightly kind of pat and swirl. It's a little bit powdery, but for £5 I'm not like, that's nice that. I think you'd have to go light with it. Should we swatch it? Yeah, I like that colour. So a little bit powdery, but I'm getting payoff. Okay, so this palette has 3 shimmers and 6 mattes, which for me is an amazing ratio. I'm just going to take another brush and I'm just going to, I think I'm going to do my crease colour. Now I've got in with Radiant. I think I'm going to go in with Ember, which is this like lovely orange colour right here. And I'm just going to throw that as a transition. So I'm just going to kind of pat it into the crease, just above the crease. Transition colour, crease colour, you know what I mean. So I do feel like Radiant, even though it looks like a matte colour, has got a slight shimmer to it. It's got a sheen to that, which I didn't expect. Yeah, it's definitely got a sheen to it. It didn't look like it had in the pan, but when it's on it has. But I'm not really that mad about it. I wouldn't usually use anything that's got a sheen as a crease colour, to be honest, but crease colour, I mean a transition. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? There's no mirror in this palette as well, which you wouldn't expect there to be for £5, but I do love the packaging. It's really well packaged. I'm just going to bring that down a little bit on the under eye as well. And I'm going to take this Weaver fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend Ember up into the original colour, because that's taking that shine away as well. That Radiant still doesn't look, I really can't see any shimmer in it until I put it on the eye. It's been my eyes. So I'm going to go in with my P. Louise 235 brush, take Flare. Now for a cheaper palette, this is powdery but not that powdery. I'm just going to stamp out on the outer portion of the eye into the crease slightly. And I think I'm going to use, I don't know if I'm going to use one of the shimmers out of the palette, because I feel like I really want a lighter goldy one on the lid, and that hasn't got that. It's got that goldy one there, but no, I think that's too dark. I think they're all a bit too dark. I mean, they're lovely colours, but for what I want to go for right now, they seem a little bit dark. Yeah, I don't want them right now. Okay, so from my new Indra, I've just dug out this BH Cosmetic and More palette. It's a £16 palette and it's £16 on Beauty Bay. Now I don't think I paid £16 for it, because I've had it, looking at the order, I ordered it in September, so I've had it a while. It is lovely, and again that'd be another one to do an amazing Valentine's look with the pinks and whatnot. So I'm thinking this shimmer right here, but what I'm thinking of doing is taking this deep brown and just putting a little bit on the outer portion of the eye, just to really set it off. So I'm just going to take a light brush and just pat that on the outer portion, because it's looking very, very orange right now. Oh yes, that's really setting it off. Now for some reason my eyes are watering, and they keep doing it, and they're watering all of the time, and I think it's the menopause. Let me know in the comments down below if your eyes are just like a watery mess when it comes to the menopause. Again, this palette doesn't come with a mirror now. I would have thought for £16 it would do. I feel like the shadows are very similar quality to the Studio London ones that was £5. I know there's more in it, but okay, so now I've done that, I'm going to take this like really light gold shimmer here, and I'm going to take that on my finger and just put it on the lid. Just put it on the lid. That is really nice. Okay, so I'm going to take more of a flat brush and just tidy it up a little bit. Okay, now I wasn't going to do lashes, but I feel like this look could justify some nice wispy lashes. So I'm just going to go off and I'm going to do those, and then I'm going to be back, and hopefully this eye will stop watering by then. Fingers crossed. Okay, so that is looking lovely. It's like really autumn, wintry. I think it's, I don't know what's wrong with my lip here. I think it's just really nice for just drinks on Valentine's Day. Just, yeah, loving it. So I'm going to use Maybelline Fit Me Luminous and Smooth primer. I've not used this before. I'm going to use it with the Superstay foundation because they had a 3 for 2 at Superdrug, so I did get a lip vinyl as well. What did I get? I picked up the Superstay Vinyl Ink Lipstick, which I might use today as well, because I think that looked really nice with this look. But yeah, they were on 3 for 2. So 3 for 2s, Superdrug, amazing, love them. They're just like the best thing ever, because you get to try products. So this is usually £10. I think this is just over a tenner, and I think that's just over a tenner. So this is what I got for free, which, you know, even better. And you can collect points on your card as well. And this is nice. More like a cream then. I didn't expect it to be so creamy. It's leaving a lovely, like, sheen on the face. Use a little bit more. It's got an SPF 20 in it as well. So it's it's a Maybelline Fit Me Luminous and Smooth Hydrating Primer Base for normal to dry skin. So my skin is quite dry at the moment, but looking at the internet here, it also says it's anti-aging, which, you know, right up my street. Okay, that is quite oily. It's not really a smell to it. It's not like a sticky base or anything, which wouldn't expect it to be with the consistency of the primer. It is very creamy. You know what it reminds me a little bit of? Embryolisse. I don't think I've got any at the moment. I do like that though, so I'm hoping it kind of gives me the same kind of finish. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the Beauty Crop Concealer. Smile lines. This is so like bender, really bender. Like some of them are quite stiff, but no, that's super, super bender. And this was just like, all of this on my face is just like one dip. So I'm just going to take a brush and buff all that in. I'm just going to use brushes today because the sponges are dirty and I can't be arsed washing them. Okay, so that does blend quite well. I'm just going to take a smaller brush and get right in there on the under eye. Okay, my eyes aren't watering as much now. I did Google it, and apparently it is a sign of menopause and perimenopause. Honestly, the symptoms are just ridiculous. I want to scratch my whole body right off, like just scratch my skin right off. The brain fog, oh, the brain fog. I haven't had hot flushes yet. I believe I am just in perimenopause at the moment, but it's been going on for so long. Just give me the menopause and let me get it over with. Okay, so I'm just going to pat that in with my finger as well and make sure. I mean, I did expect it to be really, really drying with being oil free, but I think combined with that concealer is quite nice. Now, that's oil free and the concealer's not, so hopefully there won't be like any type of separation. I don't think it's giving me like loads coverage. It's not too much. I'm just going to put a little bit more in the corners and just tap that in and get right in there. So it's quite nice. It's okay. I don't think it's much. It's not really anything to write home about. I will try it again, but at this moment in time, if I was just finishing it off, I wouldn't buy another one. Okay, so the Maybelline Superstay foundation is £12.99 at Superdrug. So yeah, the primer will definitely be what I got for free on my 3 for 2. So I'm going to try this now. So I feel like this is almost a full face of first impressions, apart from the brows. Maybe, who knows. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. It's really runny. That's the colour I got there. I think it is going to match me if it doesn't oxidise. And I'm going to use my PC19 Peaches and Cream brush, which is one of my absolutely favourite brushes, to put it on. And that's nice. That feels nice. Okay, it's a little bit orange, so I think I'm going to have to blend the concealer in a little bit more. I say orange, just a bit dark. I feel like if I blend it down my neck, I will be okay. You'll see, it matches my neck. It feels very, very light. Doesn't really have a smell. I take the brush that had the concealer on it and just see how that blends that a little bit more. It's really luminous, gives me a really, really nice glowy finish. Okay, so I have got a few dry patches and it is not sticking to any of my dry patches. I think this is going to be a lovely foundation for when my skin is super dry, like it is at the minute, and I think like central heating and the fire and things like that are just not doing my skin any good at all. And the menopause, the perimenopause. Even my eyelids are dry, and I've never ever suffered with dry skin. I've had dry patches in the past but never ever suffered with dry skin. So I feel like for us middle-aged girls, this is going to be a really nice foundation. Okay, so I feel like my under eyes are really bright. And blending them in a little bit didn't really help. So I'm going to go with the concealer I've already got. And this is a lovely concealer. It's my W7 HD concealer. Now this is quite a bright one, but I feel like it's not quite as bright as that. Oh no, maybe it is. Maybe I made a mistake. I think I did. I thought it was a bit darker than that. Okay. Let's sort this. Let's sort this out. Now, this W7 concealer, I do absolutely love it. It's super, super nice, and I get it from the range, funnily enough. Like, weirdest place ever, but yeah, they do W7 makeup in the range. Sorted it. I think that looks really nice now. I'm really impressed with that foundation, and I've seen it all over TikTok, all over YouTube, everywhere, and yeah, I feel like the hype is kind of a bit justified, but I'm gonna do some contour. Now I'm going to do a liquid contour, and I'm going to do my affordable, again, W7. This isn't a new product that I've just bought, and I'm just going to contour my entire face with this because I absolutely love this. I'm definitely going to buy another one of these. It's one of my absolute favourite contour sticks. I've gone a bit bad on my nose there, but hey ho. It's just so smooth and creamy. I absolutely love this. I'm going to Google how much it is. Okay, it does look like it comes in a different packaging now because I have had this for a little bit. I got the shade Fair, and it is £4.95. I mean, winner. It is amazing. I mean, look how, like, just... I mean, I think it is quite dark for Fair, for a fair shade, but I just bloody love it. And it is working so well with this foundation as well. I'm not sure if I've got any drugstore cream blushes. Let's have a look. I think I've got some Beauty Crop ones actually. I have. I've also got this Flower Beauty blush bomb. Now, I got these from Superdrug, but I'm not sure you can get Flower Beauty from Superdrug anymore. Okay, so I can't see it on Superdrug, but it looks like it is available on Amazon. But it is lovely, so I'm going to take that on a dual fibre brush and just give that a blend in. I mean, it is lovely. I just don't think it really took off in the UK, but come on. And it was affordable. It wasn't like cheap. It wasn't like Studio London cheap, or affordable. We don't like to use the word cheap, but it was. It is. But it is a good price. And I've got my nose because I fancy looking like an elf. I'm just going to bring that up through the temples as well because I feel like that really does lift my face. Now I'm way into my 40s. The things that I can do to lift my face, we do them. Okay, and because it's Sunday afternoon and I need to go and put the chicken in the oven for Sunday dinner, I'm going to use my RCMA powder to set my under eyes. I'm going to set the rest of the face. I'm going to put the chicken in. I'm going to come back. So the only thing that bugs me about these RCMA powders is that they don't come in like a tub for you to put stuff into. They just come like that. So this is the RCMA No Colour Powder. And I know you can get this on Beauty Bay. And it's £15 on Beauty Bay for 3 fluid ounces or 85 grams. Now I know it used to be cheaper than that, so obviously with inflation, because it's like £5 for a packet of Lurpak now. And I'm just gonna tap excess off on the back of my hand and pat that into my under eye. Now this is an all over face setting powder, but I do like it on my under eye. I mean, I like it all over the face, but I might use something different today because I want to use products up. And I just take a fluffy brush and brush the excess off pretty much straight away. And I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution, I Heart Revolution, and which one's this? This is the pink one. They do a peach one, which I absolutely love, but I've got this and I want to use it up. It's not part of my project pan, but because I've got other things that I need to use up, but let's get it used. I think I'm going to do a full face using my project pan when I get round to it. So I'm going to use my larger Trigwell puff. It smells lovely, this stuff. I'm just going to pat it on. I feel like this one isn't as nice as the peach one. It's not as good setting, but I do love it. I feel like I've not lost that luminous look now that I've powdered down. I mean, I have to powder because even though I've got dry skin, I do get like really oily in the day. It's weird. It's like, honestly, it's like the apocalypse. I really cannot cope with what my skin's doing from 1 hour to the next, let alone one day to the next. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just brush off any excess powder that we've got there. And before we add all of our other powder products, bronzer, blusher, highlighter, I'm going to use this London Studio, or Studio London. This is Superdrug's own brand, and You Do You Setting Mist. Now I kind of like the bottle on this because the lid's down here but it's like curved at the top so you can't stand it up like that. It's a bit like that. I just think it's pretty cool. So, I quite like that. I do quite like that. I do keep wanting to put it down like that though instead of like that, but it's not like really got a heavy smell or anything. I like that. Okay, chicken is in the oven. We're sorted. Sunday dinner is on the go. Okay, so I'm going to bronze and I'm going to take my MUA Makeup Academy matte bronzing powder. This is £2.80 at Superdrug and I do like it. It's, oh god, I couldn't get it open there. It just says matte bronze, Solar is the colour that I've got there. It is nice, it's just nice. I mean, but for £2.80, what do you want? It's never going to set the world on fire, is it? So I'm just going to bronze there. I thought that's a bit nicer than I remember. I'm just taking this on like a fluffy angled brush. I'm not even sure what this is. Oh, this is Bake Off on it, so. Okay, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Pinch Me Pink blusher, which I've not used before, and this is another one that is less than £5. So I feel like a lot of products in this video were less than a fiver. The foundation was more than a fiver, the primer was more than a fiver. The liquid blush, I'm not sure how much that was. I think that was over a fiver. And then everything else is like under £5, apart from the BH Cosmetics palette. So, you know, we're doing a really affordable face of makeup here. This is the blusher right here. So it is like a really, really nice, like subtle pink. I feel like it looks lovely. I feel like this is like a really, it's a Valentine's blush without a doubt. But I feel like in the summer, going for like more of a sun-kissed look, I feel like that this blush is really gonna be coming out the drawer then. Absolutely loving this look. I mean, I didn't even know where I was gonna go when I started this video. I just knew that I had a lot of new products that I wanted to try. I wanted to do an affordable face and I wanted to do something that was a little bit Valentine's Day but wintry at the same time, because you know Valentine's Day is only February. But yeah, really loving it, really loving it. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm going to take my MUA Shimmer Powder Highlighter. Again, this is, so yeah, this is £2.80 from Superdrug. I absolutely love this. I've had it a long time and barely making a dent on it. Some of these MUA products are really, really good value for money. I mean, you know, they're not going to set your world on fire for £2.80, but I mean, it just gives you this, that lovely, just subtle glow. I know highlighter isn't like the in thing at the moment, but I bloody love it, so I'm just going to just put it all on. Just give me all the highlighter. All of it. So highlight my brow bone slightly. I think I'm going to get a brush and really highlight my brow bone. Am I in a corner with this as well? End of the nose. And just get that in a corner one as well. Okay, so time for lips. I'm going to use this NYX lip pencil in brown. I've never used this colour before, and I'm going to use that with my Maybelline Vinyl Ink Superstay lipstick, and I picked the colour Keen Up. So I'm hoping they go nice together, because I haven't really got a lip pencil that matches this, so I just thought, you know, it might turn out a little bit ombre-y. But yeah, it looks like an eyebrow pencil, but it's definitely a lip pencil. It says lip pencil. I really feel like that needs blunting a little bit. So I've just googled these as well, and these are like £4. I'm having to google the amounts because I've had them in my new wind drawer for so long that I've just not used them. And I know that sounds like so wasteful. I have still been collecting makeup even though I've not really like created a new look or tried it out, or I've not bought nearly as much as I usually would. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the lippy stick now in Keen. So I have heard amazing things about this. This again I got on the 3 for 2, I keep talking about 3 for 2. This should have been £11.99 and that was £12.99. So I paid for those two. 13 and 12, so that's like 25 quid, and then I got that for free. So instead of costing me like 35 quid, it cost me 25 quid. So, you know, every little helps. I'll just get the sticker off this. So, oh, that smells. I do find like Maybelline lipsticks just smell like divine. Oh, I love that colour. That's like a coral. Oh, loving it. That does blend well with the brown liner. Okay, I'm absolutely loving that lip colour. Loving it. It's just really set the look off. It's not like your classic red lip, but it's not like your normal muted lip. I'm loving it. It's the colour Keen, 125 Keen. Absolutely loving that. So this is the finished look. I think this is like a lovely Valentine's Day look. It's glam, but not over the top glam. It's just really subtle. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.